After having to suffer and live through a timeline where everyone and everything was being destroyed all around him, finally future Trunks has managed to find his way back into the past, where he seeks the help of his friends in order to combat and defeat this evil black entity who ultimately looks like Goku, in which the course of history has changed as we enter a dark new world in Dragon Ball Super, as future Trunks finally returns to encounter his friends, only to bear a horrific message of a new black enemy who has appeared, seemingly blood hungry and out for destruction, as future Trunks desperately makes his way back into the past to seek the help of Goku and Vegeta. Welcome, Dragon Ball fans, to my official Dragon Ball Super episode 48 review and breakdown entitled Hope Again, Trunks Wakes Up in the Present, leading into next week's exciting episode of episode 49 in what was a very dark episode nonetheless, with a burning new world, a powerful black new enemy. Now, before I go any further into what happened in this review, guys, a fair warning that this video will contain loads of spoilers, so if you don't want anything spoiled for you, simply fast forward the video, go watch the episode for yourself, come back so we can talk more Dragon Ball Super. Do not cry in the comments about being spoiled by the thumbnail or any of that, because nothing is being said or shown that you guys don't ultimately already know. Be sure to also check out the description down below, guys, for lots of goodies, updates, and contact information to where we can interact on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That way we can talk more Dragon Ball Super. So now, let's begin. The translations to this episode, in case you guys are wondering how I was able to pick up on the dialogue prior to the subs coming out, was translated by none other than Herms98 on Twitter. Of course, he is always the first one to provide us with the English translations first, so go on ahead and follow him on Twitter, guys. Herms98, thank you so much, sir, for that. The subs will be out tomorrow morning, in which case I am looking forward to watching that once again, because in this particular episode, almost all hell broke loose. I mean, Goku, first and foremost, was heavily surprised that he was being informed that someone was terrorizing the future timeline who ultimately looked like him too, so that was pretty cool to see, alongside the interaction of Little Trunks and Big Trunks, which again, we never really saw in Dragon Ball Z, because during the Cell games, our kid Trunks was only a kid. So now that future Trunks has returned, he finally got to encounter his little self, which was pretty cool nonetheless. Now, the episode kicks off, of course, with Black just standing there. Now, the reason why he's called Black, because the official, translation for him being called Black Goku wasn't official in this particular scenario. So, but nevertheless, the show starts off with Trunks mourning the death of Mai, and it was actually confirmed by the narrator that indeed Mai and Bulma are dead. So for those of you out there saying that Mai is somehow going to come back, like she's going to pull a Broly here, just stop it. She is dead, guys. So we see Black Goku, he's there, he's kind of mocking Trunks, and he's telling Trunks, he's like, listen, are you done saying your goodbyes yet, Saiyan? I mean, it's your turn next anyway, a pitiful end to a proud warrior race, indicating that, I mean, he's referring to Trunks as a Saiyan, so why would a Saiyan be calling another Saiyan Saiyan? It doesn't add up here, you get what I'm saying? So, this is just further indication, in my opinion, that this Goku-like character isn't really Goku. It's definitely not Goten. I don't know why people are indicating that this is Goten. This is surely not Goten, and this episode proves that, because there were certain things that were displayed by Black Goku that weren't normally normal, like within the Saiyan race. I mean, especially towards the very end, when he was able to travel back in time, which I don't even know how the hell that was even possible, but in my opinion, my theory here is the fact that this person may be controlled by a Makaiyoshin. This probably is a Makaiyoshin taking the form of a Saiyan, but nevertheless, Trunks becomes a Super Saiyan, in which case everyone and their mothers was complaining about last week. So Trunks finally becomes a Super Saiyan. He rushes Black and he punches him right in the ribcage. He just decks him right there, and Black was caught off guard, which I found very interesting, but nevertheless, Black Goku was able to compete and contest and survive against a Super Saiyan. So for those of you out there saying, well, Black Goku isn't really that strong, well, as seen with Super Saiyan Trunks, he was able to beat him out of his form, in which case the only way Trunks was able to pretty much outlast that battle was by using the Masenko, which was pretty awesome, because we haven't seen that move in ages. So he uses the Masenko, and he gets, Black Goku distracted enough to where he vanishes, and he finally gets in the time machine. He's punching in numbers, and then finally, Black is looking for him. He's looking all throughout the area, and then finally, once he saw the time machine rise up in the air, he was gonna unleash this purplish black Kamehameha wave, which looked pretty freaking awesome if you ask me. So he fired off the beam, and Trunks vanished right then and there. But then right then and there, we get to see Black. He was so confused, and he was also very pissed, and we get to see the entire world burning, which I thought was visually very amazing. Now, certain people might say, oh, well, this wasn't the darkest episode. Yes, it was. Just take a look at and pause at certain scenes where we get to see the city on fire. Everything is on fire. Everything is burning. And then we see Trunks. He makes his way towards the past, and prior to that, like, he's in the in the time machine, and he's clenching onto his arm. I mean, the kid is hurt, guys. He's hurt. So he passed out amongst the pain and whatnot. He passed out in the time machine. He finally arrives in the past, and the first first person to spot him was Little Trunks, and Little Trunks was so taken back by it, and Pilaf made a big deal about it. He was like, aliens, aliens, quick, someone get Vegeta, which is Vegeta. So they try to get Vegeta, but of course Bulma came because they saw the Capsule Corp logo. So Bulma came rushing by, and she was shocked, and she knew right then and there, there is no way that this kid is gonna come back without bearing a horrifying and important message. So, I mean, he was gone for this long, right? So why in the world is he back now? And on top of that, I mean, he isn't here to deliver some, you know, chocolate and flowers. The kid is passed out and he's hurt. So they bring him to the medical room, they put him on a bed, and, you know, Little Trunks is assuming here that this is the illegitimate child of Bulma and Vegeta, which I found very, very funny because they were all kind of like pointing at him, especially Pilaf, and he was like, well, you see, you know, Bulma could have had another kid, and, you know, she just, you know, happened to have you, and they sent him off somewhere, and now he's back. So they're trying to play off the whole illegitimate child thing, which I found very funny because Trunks believed it. Until, of course, the very end, when Bulma pretty much referenced who he was. But she finally contacts Whis using, like, this little device, which I thought was really cheesy, if you ask me. Normally, she would contact him via food, but now she has somewhat of a little device. Can anybody put that together here for me? Because I think that's really, really stupid, if you ask me. Probably, like, the worst part of the episode, because, like, throughout Dragon Ball Super thus far, she always connected with him with food, right? Like, she would give him, like, strawberry sundaes and pudding and all that kind of shit, and now she's able to contact him, like, via cell phone. Like, it was just really stupid. So, nevertheless, Bulma contacts Whis, and she tells Whis, get Vegeta and Goku home right now, right now, right now. And then Goku and Vegeta get whiff of what's going on, and they were both shocked. They were just like, wait a minute, what the hell? Trunks is back, why? And then Bulma's like, we don't know, he's hurt, he's dying, get your asses here right now. And of course, you know, Vegeta's like, we have to get there now, and Goku's like, alright, sorry Beerus, sorry Whis, we have to get going. And Beerus was actually quite intrigued. He was like, well, you know what? Fuck it, you know, like, if you're going, we're going too, because we want to find out what the hell's going on too. So, Beerus being Beerus, he was quite intrigued, and so he decided to tag along them. So, Goku uses the instant transmission, they get to Earth, and when they get there, you know, Bulma was like, quick, we need some assistance here. So Goku's like, alright, you know what, I'll go to Korin's tower, I'll get some beans, and I'll come back. So, when he gets to Korin's tower, they're fucking playing, you know, Limbo and stuff, which was pretty funny. But when Goku reached inside of the basket full of beans, he grabbed a handful of beans. Now, I don't know if anybody else caught that except for me, but he grabbed a shit ton of beans. It wasn't like he just grabbed 1 or 2 or 3. This mother effer grabbed like 20 freaking beans, and he just took off. So that may be indication that they may require the sensu bean, you know, trick later on down the road. I mean, who knows? Maybe certain characters are gonna die off. Maybe they're gonna be forced to use more than just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 beans. So I thought that was pretty cool in my opinion. But however, when Goku came back, he gave Trunks the beans, and Trunks is finally waking up. I mean, keep in mind, he just saw hell in his time. So Trunks finally wakes up, and then, you know, he's looking around, and the first person to speak was Goku. Goku's like, hey, are you alright? And that's when Trunks loses his freaking mind. Trunks went to go attack Goku, which sets up for Trunks versus Goku, regular Goku, in next week's episode. And you have to keep in mind that Trunks has been living with the image of Goku killing his mom, presumably killing his girlfriend or his friend, the only people that he ever had left. I mean, Goku was the one responsible for killing people, and the second he saw Goku's face, I mean, the kid lost his mind. So you can't really blame him for that, but the minute he attacked Goku, everyone was shocked. Beerus and Whis, his jaw dropped. Vegeta was shocked. Bulma was shocked. Trunks was shocked. Little Trunks, that is. But, you know, future Trunks was there, and Goku had his grip, and Goku's just standing there. He's like, Trunks, what are you doing? And Trunks is like, you bastard, like, because Trunks doesn't know any better. I mean, first of all, he doesn't even know where he is, right? So you can't really blame him entirely for that, especially with him living through hell, having his mom die, having everyone else die, in which case, as the narrator said, guys, they are dead. Bulma and Mai are dead. They're not coming back. They're not going to be, you know, stuck in hell with Frieza playing checkers. They're just finished. They're dead. So, we see Trunks make that attack, and that was actually quite stunning because I didn't really expect Trunks to do that. I literally thought that Trunks was going to explain to them what the hell was going on, and I actually believed that Trunks was going to finally at least get some wind as to being relieved that he's back into the past. but however, he just went right for the attack. So next week's episode sets up for Black Goku returning. Now, how in the hell does Black Goku on his own, without any time machine, move throughout time so easily? Like, he had like this little ring on his finger, and I guess that's what he's gonna use to skip throughout time. But however, what really caught me off guard was the fact that he was able to do it on his own, no machine required, no time portal, nothing. I mean, he, like, when he was channeling his energy, we get to see like this purplish black aura all around him, which again, I firmly stand on my theory that this dude is not Goten, this dude is not Goku. This has to be someone else. This has to be someone else taking the body and the form of Goku. So we get to see him move throughout time, and then next week's episode sets up Super Saiyan Trunks versus Super Saiyan Goku, a battle that we've all wanted to see now for, I would say, well around 20 years, right? Because when Future Trunks first debuted with the sword, when Goku came back from learning the instant transmission, and when Frieza got killed and stuff, that was the only time where we ever saw Trunks engage Goku. But now these two are gonna have an all-out freaking battle. I mean, these two are gonna beat the dog shit out of each other. I mean, of course, I think by now Goku is like head and shoulders stronger than Trunks. Like, there's no doubt about that. Anybody out there who believes that Trunks can actually withstand against Goku, who is now currently post Resurrection F, post Universal God Destruction Tournament, post Super Saiyan God, is a fool. So Goku is gonna take the fight to Trunks, and in next week's episode, we see Black Goku arrive. Vegeta's pissed. Vegeta's like, oh boy, here we go. And that's when Goku steps up first. Goku becomes a Super Saiyan, and that's when Goku is going to F everything up. I mean, next week's episode, guys, sets up for a monumental fight, which I am really dying for, because seeing how Black Goku just entered the picture, to me at least, they just raised so many questions. And of course, Goku grabbed a lot of senzu beans. Now, I might be wrong on that. Certain people might say, oh, well, Alex only grabbed about 4 to 5. Nevertheless, I mean, he grabbed a handful of senzu beans. Normally, he asks corn for a little bit, but he grabbed a shit ton of beans, so maybe that's a foreshadowing of many people dying, perhaps many people getting injured, therefore needing these senzu beans. Why is Beerus there? I don't know, but I am quite happy that he is there, because I want to catch a glimpse of Beerus's reaction when he sees that there is another Goku, presumably another Goku out there who is evil. There have been many theories out there, possibly hundreds of theories out there, depicting on whether or not who's Black Goku. Some people are saying it's Goten, some people are saying it's a Makaoshin, some people are saying it's Broly, which I find hilarious. But nevertheless, people have been speculating for such a long time, and I think in this particular episode, it boils down to someone or something either taking the form of Goku or possessing somewhat of a Goku character or body, because he referenced, Trunks' race, he referenced his kind and stuff, and Saiyans don't do that. I mean, the last person that I think did that was in Dragon Ball GT, was when Baby wanted to pretty much eradicate the Saiyans for destroying the Tuffles. So that was just, foreshadowing right there. But I mean, again, this could be anything. The Makaoshin / Kaioshin / mystery character that we saw during the opening of Dragon Ball Super, I made a video about that. His name was actually revealed as Zamasu. Now, even though we don't know who he is, he does bear great power, and his name comes from a archaic descent. So archaic means chaos, archaic means destruction. So is this the governor of destruction? Like, is this the god of destruction? We don't even know. But needless to say, guys, drop your thoughts, drop your theories down below. Did you guys like the episode? Did you guys hate the episode? Some of you guys in the comments were just like, yo man, Black Goku's weak. I don't really see how in the world Black Goku's weak. I mean, especially like if you're gonna base it off of that one little fight he had with Trunks, I just think it's unfair, because we really didn't get to see what Black Goku can actually do. I mean, not unless, of course, when he fights Goku next week. But needless to say, guys, drop your thoughts down below. Thank you all for watching. Once again, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for all the latest Dragon Ball news, information, and updates similar to this. If you guys cannot wait for next week's episode, if you guys cannot wait to see Black Goku fight Goku, smash that like button, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Tune in for the next exciting episode, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comment section below, so we're all gonna start arguing with each other and comparing theories, and for the love of God, guys, it's not Broly, just stop. And it's not Goten. This is not Goten. I will eat my shoes and I will shit a brick if this actually is Goten. But I am so confident this is not Goten, as many people have been talking about like in the last couple of weeks. But needless to say, guys, thank you all for watching once again. Tune in for more. God bless you all, and I'll be seeing you all later. Take it easy, guys. Peace.